Would you look at that? Sony has finally admitted their mistakes the last couple of years and have confirmed they're bringing PlayStation games to the PC. And not just ports of older games like we've seen. They have an entire label dedicated to PlayStation PC. Oh, and they also had a financial report that indicates they're going to focus more on the PC platform. Let's get into what's happening and how Sony is finally seeing what Xbox saw so many years ago. Let's get into this. Hey, what's up everyone? Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. Remember to hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support is greatly appreciated. And if you want to be notified on future content, make sure to hit that small little bell icon. It helps out the channel a lot. And I've actually put in a join button. I've gotten a lot of requests for this, and it was very humbling to see so many people wanting to support. So, you know what? I put it in there. You get some custom emojis, a badge near your name, and you get to stand out in the chat. So I hope everybody enjoys that. And if you want to support and go the extra mile, you can do that also. It's really appreciated. But enough of that. Let's get right into this because there's a lot to talk about. Today, Sony has confirmed that they'll have a PlayStation PC label team that will help push their games over to the PC platform. In fact, I don't even want to mince any words. I want to show you what it looks like. Here's the logo they had, and here's what it said in the article. Sony has formed the PlayStation PC label for its PC games push. Label registration is seemingly another sign that PlayStation intends to take PC seriously. PlayStation has formed a new label specifically for PC gaming operation. It's emerged. Okay, so the funny thing about this is that I've said that Sony will bring their games to the PC platform natively since about 2018, about late 2018. It was just common sense to see this type of stuff coming. Sony back then didn't have the resources, plus they didn't know if it was viable. That's until Xbox decided to bring out their games day and date to their PC platforms and also Xbox Game Pass. With that move, Microsoft and Xbox has seen record numbers in profits along with other avenues of revenue. It was almost common sense for them to do this because Microsoft saw this as a way to reach more gamers. Yet Sony always said they'll keep the console as their primary force for gaming. And to some extent, that's still true. They'll have every single first-party game on there, of course, yet the one thing they lied about was that they believe in generations and that they'll keep the PlayStation 5 as the premium experience. That's something that just isn't true anymore. We all know that the PC will have better ports compared to the power of the PlayStation 5. We saw it with Days Gone, we saw it with Horizon Zero Dawn, and we're going to see it with God of War plus other games. But the biggest lie to Sony fans is that they've wanted them to feel like exclusives matter, that they believe in generations, that they believe in exclusives for only the PlayStation 5. Exclusives are a thing of the past, and if you still hold on to them, it's going to be a rough generation for you, especially if you're a radical fan that really wants to be boxed in on one machine. But let's get back into what Sony did with this new PC label and what it means. Here's what the article mentions. On Wednesday, Steam users noticed that the platform holders' PC releases had their publisher switch to PlayStation PC LLC from the previous PlayStation Mobile label. According to a corporate wiki listing, Sony Interactive Entertainment registered the PlayStation PC name in April this year via its California-based headquarters. Although the name appears to be a formality, it represents another strong signal that Sony intends to increase its gaming output on the PC platform. Okay, so first of all, we all knew that Sony was trying to push the PC platform a lot more. They brought some of their biggest games to the PC. As the article mentions, they brought Horizon Zero Dawn and Days Gone, two pretty big AAA games. We also saw Death Stranding, which wasn't first party, but it was an exclusive PlayStation 5 game that came over. Yet if you're paying attention, Sony is also bringing out multiple games next year to the PC, including God of War. Looking ahead, Uncharted 4: A Thief's End, Uncharted Lost Legacy will also make the jump to PC in 2022, shortly after they arrive on PS5. And God of War was announced as an upcoming PC port this month. Another PlayStation title, Sackboy: A Big Adventure, may be coming to PC too, according to a listing spotted on Steam's database this week. So we not only have Uncharted 4 and Uncharted Lost Legacy coming to the PC platform in 2022, we also have one of their biggest exclusives in God of War coming to the PC platform. Right before the sequel, God of War Ragnarok, coming out in 2022. If you can't see the writing on the wall, I don't know what else to say to you. In fact, I believe Sony is looking to bring their games day and date on PC sooner rather than later. The reason for that? Well, that's an easy answer. It's because they want to make more money, and I've also seen Xbox's numbers break records by doing this. In fact, in a recent financial report, Sony admits they want to focus on PC and really push that market into gaming. Here's what's said. In a corporate report published last summer, Sony first said it would explore bringing more PlayStation exclusives to PC following Horizon Zero Dawn's release on the platform. Then earlier this year, Sony Interactive Entertainment president confirmed PlayStation would bring a whole slate of games to PC. Speaking to GQ, Sony Interactive Entertainment boss Jim Ryan said that the opportunity to bring PlayStation IPs to a wider audience, as well as an easier port process, meant that making more games for PC was now a fairly straightforward decision for the company. Asked why SIE is now embracing PC, whereas before it was hesitant to bring its games to the platform, Ryan said, "I think a few things changed. We find ourselves now in early 2021 with our development studios and the games that they make in better shape than they've ever been before. Particularly from the latter half of the PS4 cycle, our studios made some wonderful, great games. There's an opportunity to expose those great games to a wider audience and recognize the economics of game development, which are not always straightforward. The cost of making games goes up with each cycle as the caliber of the IP has improved." This was Jim Ryan talking about having their games go everywhere. We talked about not only this interview, but the other interview that was famous where he was talking about being frustrated that only their games can be played by 10 to 15 million people. That's if the game does extremely well and is one of their best sellers. He thinks all their games deserve to be played by all types of gamers, and that's exactly what he's talking about right here. He wants people to play Sony-made games on the PC. That's the whole point of that interview, and it's also something that I think is closer than we think, even than what I thought. For Jim Ryan and Sony to talk about this stuff already shows that they might have PlayStation 5 games come sooner rather than later to PC. In fact, Sackboy: A Big Adventure is a PS5 and PS4 game coming to the PC platform fairly soon if the leaks are correct. So we not only have our first PS5 game coming to PC, but that shows they're really pushing the development of PC on current games. And just so we cover all bases, here's what CFO Hiroki Totoki of Sony had to say at their conference call for the consolidation financial results for Sony as a whole. Sony Corp 2021 Quarter 2 conference call. CFO Hiroki Totoki said Sony wants to enhance and increase PlayStation Studios to invest more on development of games also for PC and mobile. PlayStation Studios from start of year 16 studios from 4 to 16 plus 14, developers almost plus 20%. Sony Corp consolidation financial results, software 76.4 mil units, minus 6.6% year over year. First party 7.6 million units, minus 40.6% year over year. Digital 62%, PlayStation Plus subscribers 4.7 million, plus 2.8% year over year. So let's break this down really quick. The CFO of the whole company says that they want to enhance and increase PlayStation Studios to invest more on the development of games, also on PC and mobile. That sounds like they want each and every one of their studios to not only make games for the PlayStation 5 platform, but also PC. It feels like they want to make the PlayStation and PC come together. And from what we've seen with Sony buying Nixxes, their new PC port studio, along with them having their engines being optimized for PC, I think we'll see some of those first-party games come to PC a lot sooner than people think. And for them to make the PlayStation PC label public shows they're ready to dive into this space and not look back. And trust me, anybody that plays those PlayStation games on PC is a PlayStation gamer. They'll take those numbers and add them into their active user numbers. That's just what they're going to do. It's all about users. And how could you blame them for doing this? Look at the numbers reported. They had software go down 6.6% year over year and had their first party sales go down 40.6% year over year. All the while, Xbox has kept subscribers on Game Pass and has even grown a little bit more and has kept people on their platform, and that's without Halo or Forza going on the platform yet. In fact, they're having a great financial year, one of their most profitable. This is all because they've opened their platform up. They haven't boxed in their customers like Sony did. Yet I'm glad that Sony finally admits that they can't sustain the type of games they want to make with just the console gamers. They need to push their software to PC and have their games come to the PlayStation and PC platform. This is obvious to see and something I've called for almost 4 years now. Don't get it twisted, PlayStation 5 is going to dominate in sales like they reported, and it will continue to do so and be great in that way. But man oh man, is Sony leaving a lot of money on the table with PC gamers. Now that they've realized this, after seeing what their first party games sold on Steam, Steam, not to mention they watch Xbox get record sales numbers across the board. So yeah, expect to see Sony PlayStation PC label all over Steam and pretty much every other PC platform, because Sony finally has admitted their mistake and will quickly bring their games to the PC platform day and date. As gamers, this is nothing but great news for us because we get to choose how we want to play our games and we don't have to buy a $500 machine or anything else. We get to play on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC again. No matter where you are, you get to play as an Xbox gamer or a PlayStation gamer, and that's what I find awesome. Options are the best thing, and competition, again, is key. But enough of what I think about all of this. Tell me what you think about this. Are you surprised that Sony moved so quickly? Do you think we'll get day-and-date PlayStation games on PC? When will we get their biggest franchises on the PC platform? What's the next PlayStation game to come over? Go down below and let me know. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button to support us out the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my latest videos. Plus, I love interacting with everyone there, so get on Twitter and let's talk about gaming. Also, follow me on Xbox Live. My gamertag is Zalker87, just like my channel name. See what games I'm playing, and let's compete in achievements for the month. So right now, I've been playing a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy. That game is stunning. It's amazing, and I gotta say that it's one of the best looking games I've seen all generation, and I think it's the first next-gen true title that I'm like, wow, look at the graphics, the detail, the facial animations, the combat, everything about it is great. But again, I have to shamelessly plug this in. You see that little join button on the channel? That was requested by a lot of people. They wanted to show the channel more support, so you know what? I put some money forward, got some new emojis, hired an artist who was Sean Labrie, who's awesome, and he got all these things going for me, so I'm glad that we got that done. And so if you hit that join button and you join the channel, you'll get custom emojis and a custom badge near your name, which, you know what? I'm happy to do that because you'll stand out in the chat and I get to interact with members more. It's just a cool way of giving back. Thank you so much for the support, everybody, and I appreciate that. But now, tell me what you're playing, though. Are you playing something on your PlayStation 5, your Xbox, or are you playing a PlayStation game on your PC? Let me know down below, because that's what we're here for, so talk games. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.